who built his reputation on fiery anti-foreigner rhetoric, a man accused by critics of fueling some of the most divisive tensions in South Africa, is now at the center of a terrifying mystery after his own home was reduced to ashes. According to sources close to the situation, 3 unknown men reportedly arrived at the home of controversial activist and media personality Ngizwe Mchunu looking for him. But Ngizwe was allegedly not there. He was reportedly still in Johannesburg. And then, not long after those men arrived, flames erupted. The house burned down. Now the country is asking dangerous questions. Was this revenge? Was it intimidation? Was it politically motivated? Or is there something much bigger happening behind the scenes? Because whether people support Ngizwe Mchunu or strongly oppose him, what happened next has shaken South Africa's already explosive debate around xenophobia, violence, and political tensions. If you want the real details behind stories like this, like this video and subscribe so you don't miss the next developments. For years, Ngizwe Mchunu has remained one of the loudest and most controversial voices in South Africa's immigration debate. Known for viral videos, aggressive speeches, and highly emotional public statements, Ngizwe built a massive following among people frustrated by unemployment, crime, and economic hardship. But at the same time, critics accused him of inflaming xenophobic tensions. His name became associated with protests, marches, and anti-foreigner campaigns demanding that undocumented migrants leave South Africa. Videos of him confronting foreign nationals circulated widely online. Some supporters viewed him as a patriot speaking for struggling citizens. Others described him as dangerous and reckless. And that divide matters, now more than ever. Because South Africa has a painful history when it comes to xenophobic violence. Over the years, attacks against foreign nationals have repeatedly erupted across different communities. Shops have been looted, families displaced, people assaulted and, in some cases, killed. Each time, the country is thrown into another emotional national debate about poverty, crime, border control, corruption, and political failure. And in the middle of that storm, figures like Ngizwe Mchunu became lightning rods. Some politicians distanced themselves from him. Others quietly echoed similar frustrations about immigration. Social media amplified everything. And now, suddenly, the man who spent years leading controversial campaigns is himself appearing in headlines as a possible target. But here's where things get disturbing. The reports surrounding the fire remain filled with unanswered questions. According to information circulating online and through local sources, 3 men allegedly arrived at Ngizwe's property asking for him. It's unclear who they were. It's unclear whether they identified themselves. It's unclear how long they remained at the property. Then, sometime later, the house was seen burning. No official detailed public explanation has yet clarified exactly how the fire started. No confirmed suspects have publicly been named. And that uncertainty is exactly what is fueling speculation across social media. Because many people are asking the same question. Was this random or targeted? The timeline itself is already raising eyebrows. Sources claim Ngizwe was not at home at the time because he was still in Johannesburg. That detail alone has triggered another wave of theories online. Some people believe whoever came to the house knew he was absent. Others believe the attackers expected him to be there. And some wonder whether this was meant as a warning rather than an assassination attempt. And this is the part few people are talking about. In South Africa's current political climate, symbolism matters. Burning down someone's home sends a message far beyond property damage. A house is more than bricks and furniture. It represents security, family, status, identity, power. Destroying it publicly creates fear, especially when the victim is already a nationally controversial figure. As videos and images of the burned property spread online, reactions exploded almost instantly. Supporters described the incident as political persecution and an attack on freedom of speech. Critics argued that Ngizwe himself had spent years promoting dangerous rhetoric and that violence eventually creates more violence. But even among his harshest critics, some warned that normalizing attacks against political or public figures could push the country into an even darker space. Because once homes begin burning over political tensions, where does it stop? And what happened next raised even more serious questions. Social media quickly became a battlefield. One side framed Ngizwe as a victim. Another side mocked the incident. Others warned against celebrating violence regardless of political differences. Meanwhile, conspiracy theories spread at lightning speed. Some users accused foreign criminal networks of retaliation. Others blamed political enemies. Some even questioned whether the fire had any connection to ongoing tensions inside activist movements themselves. But without verified evidence, separating fact from online fiction has become increasingly difficult. And that's exactly why this case matters beyond one man or one burned house. Because South Africa, right now, is a country under enormous pressure. Unemployment remains extremely high. Many communities feel abandoned. Crime continues to dominate headlines. Frustration toward government institutions has been growing for years. In that environment, anger becomes easy to weaponize. Immigration debates become emotional. Politicians become opportunistic. Activists become radicalized. And communities become divided.
Bafowethu siyabingelela bafowethu sibingelela umoya ophansi sibingelela umoya ophansi ngendlela eyisimanga silapha emzini kaNgizwe eMadundube eMbungulu bafowethu sithola ukuthi kufika abantu la bezofuna uNgizwe bangamthola bathe mabephuma nje ngesango babonakala kuqala kushisa izingane ezinganakile ngenhlanhla kaNkulunkulu ke sithola ukuthi akekho umuntu olimele kodwa ke impahla ilimele kakhulu umuzi uphelile wonke akho lutho akuphumanga izinto eziningi kodwa ke into enkulu empilweni kuba yiwo umphefumulo so ke lokhu kuyasethusa ke thina sizinsizwa ngoba sithola ukuthi emasontweni amabili edlule sithola insizwe sisebenza nayo kuthiwa ufele emntwini yakwagumede uqwabe le emzimkhulu sathola ukuthi naye kufika abantu emsini wakhe bafika futhi kunezingane njengesimo esifanayo esikamaqengwane kunezingane bafike babulala amawindi nezicapha ekhaya kubo lokhu ke sikubona kuyimpi nje eqondene nokuthi ngoba kukhona umsebenzi esiwenzayo owaziwayo futhi singafisa ukuthi sikhiphe iseluleko sokuthi cha siyazi ukuthi khona bakithi abayingxenye yokuvikela abantu abathile uma senza lo msebenzi esiwenzayo singasikhipha nje iseluleko esithi hayi bafowethu uyekani ilokho esikushoyo ukuthi yekani ngoba njengoba thina sisebenza singabulali umuntu singashayi umuntu nje sishayana sodwa bonke laba bantu babona sibashaya ngemvubu phambi kwamaphoyisa nibobabuka masibashaya ngemvubu babaleka bengene eviyweni so ke akekho umuntu ongathi umshaya eshawa umuntu ophuma kulaba abantu abangaka abawu3000 aphinda baleka yongena phakathi kubona so ke njengoba esuke baleke ngene eviyweni suke khomba ukuthi umuntu esihamba naye ngakho ke laba bafikela abantu bokufika abayisikhulu abayiphoyisa abazinsizwa lezi ezibizwa ngeinkabi ayiyekani bafowethu ngoba niyabona nani ukuthi izwe lo msebenzi esiwenzayo liyawudinga abaholi bayawusupporta abantu abaningi bayaweseka iSouth Africa yonke iyaweseka ngakho ke iseluleko nje ukuthi iyekani bese kuthi abantu bokufika bonke ngomhla ka30 June kufanele bakwazi ukuthi behambe beye emakhaya kusukela namhlanje njengoba kumhla ka10 abantu bokufika basalelwe izinsuku eziwu40 ukuthi bephume bephele eSouth Africa sisale silungisa izwe lethu lezi ezakithi insizwa ama security la eSouth Africa avikela abantu bokufika yekani insizwa lezi sibiza ngenkabe evikela abantu bokufika yekani amantombazana la athandana nabantu bokufika awahambe nabo abantu bokufika ngaphandle kwalokho yekani ngoba kulula kabi kithi uphendula lelizwe libe enye into kodwa ngenxa ukuthi sinakekela umnotho sinakekela abantu sivikela ukuthi kungalimali abantu abangahlangene nalezi zinto nabantu abahambisa izinto ngomthetho ingakho sicela sithi yekani siyamkhalela kumacengwane sizophinda sikhulume naye usazophela lesinye ikhulu ekhuluma ngalokho kodwa nje siyakhalela amacengwane ngokubi obenzeke emsebenzini omkhulu wakho sikufisela mfowethu ngathi ngasheshe kululameke kulesi simo siyazi imali azikho sizocela nje ukuthi kube khona indlela yokuthi insizwa zonke zise lesithini insizwe lesithini iyodwa siwuvuse ngokusheshsha lo msikamacengwane siyathokoza
inhlelo mhlawumbe eqhawela kithi zakho ngoba abantu bahleli befiswa mfowethu ukuthi bazi ukuthi uyangaphi kwenze kanjani
kusasa ekseni nje kusasa ekseni ngomhla ka11 ngomsombuluko ekseni ngo8 ngizobekisa ukhosini okunye sizokuveza lapho ngathi abantu